Hey, Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Today was Tuesday, March 14th, 2017. I got access to my funded account here at Top Step Trader. I got an email. I guess it came in late on Monday. I just got back in town. My wife surprised me and took me away for my 50th birthday, and I didn't get back until late Monday. And by the time I got the price of the depth of market or the price ladder up today and running, when I figured out that I had my funded account, was this morning when I opened up my email. I said, oh, well, look at that. So obviously I wasn't expecting it that early. I had talked about, before it would take up to 2 weeks to March 21st. So let me say this. Dan, if you're watching, or any of the funded department at Top Step Trader, if you're watching, you guys are doing 2 thumbs up to y'all. I mean, the process has streamlined. Um, I got my funded account. I sent in my paperwork on March 7th last week, and I physically got my account instructions on March 13th. So it was a week less a day, so 6 days that, and then got my. Usually it would take maybe up to 2 weeks to get this account up and running, and that's if you followed every step along the way, because you had to talk to them first, you had to schedule an appointment, then you had to make your payment, then you had to do this, there was just a hurdle after hurdle after hurdle to go through. Now, I don't know if it's streamlined for brand new people that are coming into funded, but what I do know is it's streamlined for those that are coming back into funded. You have what they call a performance coach, and I guess each different trader, it gets. I'm sure there's only a certain amount of performance coaches inside Top Step Trader. Mine is Dan. I don't want to share a last name or anything like that, but his first name is Dan, and he's doing an awesome job. Just wanted to be able to just say that. Since the beginning of the year, things have turned, for the better. You got Nebraska going to CVO, Chief Visionary Officer, stepping down from the CEO role. Not that that's a good or bad thing. It just puts him in touch with what's going on with the traders, and that's not a bad thing. Being in touch with us as funded traders or traders is a good thing, and I viewed that transition as a good thing because it gets him back to what he like and obviously enjoys doing more than the other component of and running a business. In some ways it's fun, but in other ways it sucks the joy from you. And anyone that runs a business, I mean, you know, although I have my fair share of haters, I don't let them affect my breathing. At least I try not to. Most of the time, I would say 90 something percent of the time. I can't say 100%. So 10% of the time, yeah, a comment will affect my breathing. But I get over it and move on, and then I proceed to just forget about it. Once I hit the pillow that night, I wake up, it's a brand new day. I put my feet on the floor, and I am really, what I'm trading for is my family. I'm trading for my own livelihood. I'm not trading to prove anything to anyone else other than just to make it easier for my wife. Why do I do other things outside of trading? Well, because I don't want to have to hopefully dip from the trading account in the future. I'm not making enough money overall, so yeah, I got to do other odds and ends. And I've talked about that before. But I just want to let you know, I wanted to make this a quick update. I did not feel like putting a blog post up together because today's trading room was honestly, it was boring, and I felt bad about it. But I had to set up the depth of market. I had to set up the price ladder. You got to start from scratch. They only give you access to this, and you have to rebuild everything. At least you don't have to rebuild your charts. I have my practice account, so I didn't have to rebuild my charts. But the price ladder, having to rebuild that color scheme, fonts, um, what tickets you want to take, what kind of order types do you want. As far as CTST4 platform, you've got to go through and check mark things off that you want, don't want, what you want to see, what you don't want to see, how you want to see the market, how you don't want to see the market. There's just a lot of things, and in the minimum amount of time it takes normally to make it look right the way that a lot of times it takes me a day to figure everything together the way that I want to see it. Or I mean, really, maybe 2, 3, 4 hours before I can finally feel comfortable with what I'm looking at and as it translates to what I was looking at previously. Um, that's about it. I want to share this up here on YouTube, and just tell you, hey, I'm back in. One for the thumb. I I don't mind starting on the Ides of March. Tomorrow is inventory day, but, big but, it's also the talking heads and yelling, or Yellen's going to be yelling tomorrow as well. So FOMC meeting, and then we also have the roll this week. So crude oil, the market will be trading from April off, or April will be rolling off, and May will become the new contract here pretty soon. So this week we're going to be coming out of April and moving into May. So how's this all going to work out? I don't know. I mean, hopefully there's some good trading opportunities, but the other side of this is, this is my funded account. This is my real money account. And I promised myself I was going to do things a little bit differently. I wanted to make sure that I took advantage of the trading days that I have inside. Although there's not 10 trading days anymore, had made up my mind previous to this that I wanted to try to get as far away from 0 and 10 trading days as I physically possibly can. So that is my overriding goal. I've got the old trading rule mentality, but that's not a bad mentality to have. So in other words, try to isolate your best trading setups and just trade those. That's kind of what I'm hoping that I can do this time around, to be able to just, to take my best trading strategies, my best trading opportunities, and trade those A setups that we all try to go for, those high probability trade setups. That's about it. That's all I really want to talk about today. 7 minutes recap here. I got the funded account. I've got it put together the way I want it. And look, hopefully with the inventory report coming out tomorrow could be my very first day inside the funded account for the one for the thumb campaign that I've been talking about. All right, God bless. Take care. I'll see you in the next video I put together. Bye for now.